Welcome back to the Kickback Lounge podcast. My name is Freedinia, and I'm here with
Jahan. What's up, y'all? How you guys doing?
Yes, sir. And today we're going to do a reaction / podcast thing. Today we're going to be looking at conspiracy theories with ancient aliens. Conspiracy theories with aliens, conspiracy theories about evolution. So, how the fuck we got here?
We don't know.
Basically, do you have a general belief on either evolution or you think how humans got here?
Well, this sounds out there. It's just my one theory I came up with, just like some in my head.
Yeah.
I always think that we as humans we're originally from a different planet, but it was so little of us that exist came to here, and then we just kept evolving. Basically, you know what? When a planet is about to explode or die, whatever, and people want to, doesn't want their species to die off. I think we're from a different planet that we shot off. Said, "Oh, Earth is a livable."
So you think we're advanced? We're advanced or something that we could just leave?
No, we were so advanced that we had to leave. But once the advanced people got here, they lost all the ways. Probably dispute or something, kill each other off.
That's your real belief?
Is that pretty much?
Okay.
That's not yet. It's like a theory. It's not. I don't know. There's no proof behind it. No, reasoning. It just something came in my head.
Yeah. Just now?
What? Just now?
Just now.
Just now. Stop playing with me.
I don't know. I don't know mine. I would just say, I would think we came from something. A lot of people have the theory of aliens fucking came in or they intervened with evolution and chose. That's the video we're about to watch now.
Yeah.
Talking about that. But for me, I would just say kind of evolution in a way where I think I don't know exactly what started everything, but I think over time we just kind of evolved, and I do think there's different species that interbreeded to make humans eventually.
Okay.
I guess Homosapiens eventually. Because I know there's different. I guess would you say human is Homo sapien? I guess.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. I know there's different forms of. I don't even want to say humans, but I guess beings, different forms of beings.
There's close to resembles.
Yeah, closer resembles Homo sapiens, but they're mixed because they find shit all the time. They find different, not fossil bones, different bones.
Yeah.
And they're oh, well, these are different. This theory is different from what we thought. But you can go ahead and play this. We're gonna see what they think.
Luzon Island, the Philippines, 2019. Archaeologists announced the discovery of an entirely new relative of the human species, Homo luzonensis. Found in a large limestone cave, the remains of Homo luzonensis date back 67,000 years. Without a land bridge to mainland Asia, this strange species arose isolated from other hominin species.
So I think when you look at the evolution of humanity and the different species that have existed throughout time, early on we had a pretty simple story. We split from chimpanzees and monkeys. The Homo sapien ancestors developed, and you end up with Homo sapien.
So what do you think about that theory?
That came off the monkeys. And scientifically, that makes the most logical sense in my opinion. But they they're always saying there's a missing link, which I don't understand how there's a missing link. It's just evolved. Might have, I don't know how science really come up with the theory of the links and what resembles. I guess besides the bone, they're really just going off the bone.
Yeah.
Besides that, there's nothing, no other proof, I guess.
Okay.
And we're the ones that are left. As we do more research in archaeology, we're discovering a wide range of different hominids. One of them is the Homo luzonensis. And one of the interesting things about it is the structures of some of the bones are sufficiently different that it is a different species.
In addition to Homo luzonensis, other ancient human-like species are continually being discovered, like the Denisovans in Siberia and the hobbit-like Homo floresiensis in Indonesia.
Given the great diversity of the number of different species, how is it that Homo sapiens sapien ended up the only one left?
Hold up.
I will say that is kind of weird. That like everybody with the evolution theory, it's basically everybody right now has the same shit.
Yeah.
You know, like we have the same, I mean, essentially the same
Organs,
bone structure. Obviously, there's different, like, I guess, mutations or people have different diseases and shit. Or like, some people are taller, some people like that.
Yeah.
But like, we're not really that much different than everybody else.
What started the first tree though? Before monkeys?
I don't know. I think with evolution, it would be like cells. It all started with cells.
No, I'm talking about, there's always that.
No, yeah, it started with cells, and then like you go from cells to like being in the water and like becoming fish eventually, and then fish to like, well, I guess snakes.
But didn't fucking asteroid that fucking took out the dinosaurs? What survived after that?
But it would be before the dinosaurs.
That before dinosaurs?
Well, how did dinosaurs get here?
Then how do we still how are mammals and all the species right now still here?
I don't know, man.
That shit weird.
That's the great question, bro.
Cause look, I get that. I watched one video. It said that after the big asteroid that like collided with Earth, it wiped out all the dinosaurs and every animal or creature that was out there. It said that like a mouse survived, like species of mouse.
What?
Yeah, that's I don't know how, and then they all basically evolve off of that. That's why they all have a similar bone structure.
Yeah.
To every animal.
Oh, like why we can like run tests and shit on mice?
I don't know, but
So you saying it was mice?
no, cause like the amount of bone structures is similar to like every other mammal and shit. So I'm assuming that's where they got their logic that evolution. But I'm gonna stay with my theory, man. I think. Look, hear me out.
Yeah.
It makes sense because right now, as humans, right now, we're worried that if the Earth, ends, whatever, explodes or asteroid hits or whatever happens, like Elon Musk trying to go to Mars,
Wait, what?
No, hear me out. Like
right,
to repopulate this Mars. So
wait. I remember you saying one time that you think Elon Musk is a fucking Martian.
Hell yeah. I'll stay with that too.
Okay.
So look. look. That was a joke, but hear me out. That was a joke.
Alright, play the clip.
Alright, about Elon Musk. I'm gonna tell you guys this. If you guys don't know, now you know. Elon Musk might be an alien. He's smart. I respect him, but hey, Elon, yes, bring your people here. As long as they're cool, I'm gonna be cool with them. But anyways, no, but hear me out. Cause you know how Elon Musk saying he doesn't want the human race to die off. That's why he's going to Mars. Yeah. I believe that the other species, humans, basically Homo sapiens, are called, lived on a different planet. The planet went to shit, and then they had to evacuate. Only the rich elite left. That's how it always goes. And they went to Earth, and then they fucking populate the fucking Earth with themselves, and then they lost their ways. Because it always happens. If you don't have none of the technology that you came or you're used to it, you probably won't survive. It's gonna be hard for you to survive.
One of the things we were talking about before the podcast started, talked about like the pyramids and stuff. What do you remember what you were saying about that?
Oh, the pyramid. I believe, like, the pyramid. How they built it is just fascinating because the amount of stone they moved, the weight of it is very hard to move. And
you think you were saying aliens help with it? You think?
Yeah, I dead ass think aliens help with it because that amount of weight you can't lift. It'll take years and years and years and years to build it. So like there must have been some kind of like equipment they used that would basically lift up heavy objects with ease.
Yeah, so
That makes no.
I'll tell my theory on it.
Yeah.
So my theory on it is that we had an advanced civilization like us.
Mm-hmm.
I guess technically that's what we stem from. Is we had an advanced civilization before,
Mm-hmm.
and they got wiped out. Like all their technology, something happened to where the majority of them got wiped out, and like all the shit got lost that we can't even find. So we don't know. We still don't know how the pyramids were made,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like it was like we had advanced technology, just different than ours, that allowed them to do that, and it just got like lost in time. But
That is possible, but what other technology like back when whatever they used to have technology that was better than ours? There's no proof of them having that technology. So not even a slight pieces of it.
mm-hmm.
So
It could. I mean, we discover pyramids just by digging up like sand, basically, or like you dig deeper, you find more stuff. Like
really?
yeah. When like they'll be looking into the sand. I don't know how they do it, or if they're like digging it out or just moving it.
Mm-hmm.
But then they're like, oh, here's the top of a pyramid. Then they just clear out the whole thing.
So you're
And
telling
then
me
they're like, oh, here's the whole structure.
so the what
Yeah, they find.
underground basically
I mean, under sand.
Under
Sand is
sand?
different because it's like
it grows and covers up shit.
exactly, yeah.
Makes sense. But
Like if you build a house out in the desert, it could be gone. Like in 10
Yeah.
years or something. You know what I mean?
yeah, that's weird. It's really weird.
I don't know.
I'm
I
wondering-
don't know if that's true or not, but
Yeah, but like I wonder what kind of technology that like
they
for
would
example,
have.
Yeah, they would have. Let's say there was no alien encounter. There's no
Mhm.
aliens that came to Earth and helped them build whatever the pyramids they built. I wonder what kind of technology that would be more advanced than ours that we have right now, because we have heavy duty equipment like giant trucks and drills, diamond tip drills,
Mhm.
and just like computers that like
And they said they were cut perfectly.
yeah they were cut perfectly. Which
Here's the thing too, like you gotta think about it. They started building like tombs and shit, or like pyramids with tombs in it, since the day the king was born and shit.
yeah
Like that's when they would start making it. And like they would probably focus like half of their effort as a society on just that. So like imagine the things you can't get done. Like we have a lot of shit to focus on.
yeah
But imagine if we were just solely focused on like building this tomb for like I don't know, 50 years.
yeah.
And like that was our sole focus. Like I'm sure no, but that was our like sole focus. I'm sure we would figure out how to do it. But we just like don't spend that much time on it.
That is true. We just think about idea. We don't actually go recreate it like how
I
they
mean,
did.
we do, but everything's like privatized, and like we're not like the government's not like, okay, you focus on this building this one thing.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Like-
That's true.
I don't know,
Unless it's defense, military,
shit like that.
shit like that.
We'll see.
Let's go back to the video.
Although scientists now believe that at least 8 human-like species once walked the Earth, only Homo sapiens survived. But why? The answer remains one of archaeology's greatest mysteries.
Could it be possible that this survival, or the reason why Homo sapiens has survived to this day, is due to an extraterrestrial interference?
Are what we're looking at here failed experiments, prototypes? Are we just the latest experiment? Were there previously other branches of the human family that were themselves either created or enhanced, but which didn't quite make the grade?
Is it possible that extraterrestrial intervention could explain the existence of multiple hominin species on Earth and the fact that only Homo sapiens have survived into the modern era? Ancient astronaut theorists suggest that evidence to support this hypothesis can be found in the historical records of the earliest known civilizations, and in particular, the Sumerian stories of the Anunnaki, also called the
So this shit kind of like, the shit that's about to come up kind of crazy. But I've heard theories. You know what I do know? Like when like say for example, Alexander the Great existed. Whenever he made coins, they would make them a certain way to make them look like semi-divine and shit like that. That's why I think stuff like this is like whenever you see like either hieroglyphics or like drawings of or carvings of like different types of beings like looking a certain way, or like they're like, oh, they had enlarged heads and fucking wings. I think that's it was like basically propaganda.
And you know what else it was?
What?
Most of the time, you know, these high royals would like, for example, the king from England, they always like kings who were married within their own family tree. The reason why they might have big heads was no, for real.
You're saying they're like inbred?
Inbred, yeah, because that's only makes sense. Because sure, like they might have big heads for the whatever proof they had for the hieroglyphics and shit.
Yeah.
They might have been inbreeding, the cousins marrying each other cousins and shit like that.
Yeah.
And because back then that's when they really want to keep the blood.
No, for real.
For like it's real. It's how it really was. So that's one of the reasons why they might think it's high or royal or like God maybe, or
Yeah. So like you're basically saying like it's propaganda. You think
it's propaganda? It's propaganda too, and also it just might have had a big ass head.
Yeah.
This
shit they're about to say is crazy.
Of the sky.
In the ancient Sumerian texts, they talk about the Annunaki, who were described as being able to fly, having elongated heads, and also being very wise and bringing knowledge and science. It's often said that the Anunnaki were specifically involved in genetic experimentation. And so here we have the story of extraterrestrials genetically engineering people starting around 6000 BC, although I suspect it must go back much further than that.
What do you think about that? Genetic modification back in whatever time it was?
Genetic modifications? So, I would say that I'm sure they figured out that if say you have a child with like a taller human, that the human's gonna be taller. That like your child. I feel like they would know that. Like stuff back like that. Then? So that's technically, yeah. Cause like maybe if they live at least that long, at least like old enough for a kid to be like 20. So I'd say they make it to like 40 years old. Which I'm sure whatever species they were, like, if they made it to like 40, they would figure that out, and they'd just pass it on. However,
with the genetic modification,
like I'm saying, even like cavemen and shit. Like,
how would they know?
They would just like time.
I mean,
I think it would be like a genetic thing. Like, say for example, like an animal, like a jaguars or something.
Yeah.
Or like not jaguars, like wolves.
Okay.
So they're gonna try to mate with like the biggest, strongest wolf. And that's just like an instinct.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah.
So I think it would be like that. So that's technically genetic modification.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
That technically you could consider that genetic modification, because if you're only solely based off your offspring, how you want them to appear, that would be considered genetic modification. Because like if you, for example, want to have two tall people, have the offspring be tall again, makes sense.
Like strong or anything
strong
like that.
Or well, I guess I don't know. So, would intelligence be in there too?
I mean, yeah, it's definitely, I feel like something they look at more now.
Yeah.
Then I mean maybe like hunter-gatherers type shit. But I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, you might be right about the genetic, and like, cause I still don't understand how like the technology they had. You think they had a different type of technology than us, where like computer, right? There's probably another way to build a computer that's
what I'm saying.
We didn't even think about. So like with us, as a society or whatever, like once we see something, we try to fix it and make it look better. But And there's probably another way to make a computer, but we just haven't gone that route.
Because we never had to.
We never had to.
We just advanced like, it's like a linear
Yeah.
advancement.
So they could have had like fucking portable shit, a computer on a fucking wrist type of like
Something.
hologram. Cause like it might have been a fucking like a necklace and it turns into a hologram like fucking
Like Wakanda?
like a Wakanda type shit. No, that's serious. All serious.
Yeah.
Cause that's probably why we don't have those, proof of like any
I
technology.
just want to know what wiped everything out.
Yeah, well, all the evidence that just disappeared. Like where like it could have gone under
It
the
could just
ground.
be time. Like whatever, let's say whatever they use for materials or whatever just deteriorates over time.
But like there's still gotta be some traces of it, like same kind of mineral in every area.
Yeah.
That's
You know what happened a lot of times too with war and stuff?
yeah,
Like they would destroy a lot of shit.
that is true.
That's kind of weird because like they would just like be like, oh, we want to wipe out any existence of your history.
Yeah, so basically
then-
you didn't exist. I see where that makes sense too, cause like for example the ISIS, basically they were when they took control over a certain area, I think it was Afghanistan or Iraq or somewhere, they started destroying all the historical,
Yeah, that's the worst shit, bro.
yeah, like I was like, damn, that fucking sucks.
Yeah.
The knowledge of that time period is gone
Yeah.
now. Like it's shitty. Cause I can see where you say that makes sense. Damn,
Shit could have got wiped out.
she could have got wiped out. You're right. Cause it just got burnt.
Think-
Dust.
So do you think aliens came in and advanced certain species, or like humans?
Like a jump start, basically,
Yeah.
used to them.
Because that's a big theory. That like that's the only reason we're here. Is because like
Nah, I don't think we got jump started.
I don't either.
Cause like if you look at the time period,
It took way too fucking long.
way
If
too
we got
long.
jump started, that shit would have been like.
Jump start it would have happened in like the 1800s. Cause like that's when like steam, like,
1800s.
1800s. Like no, look, cause like if there was a jump start, like at least that I like our time period, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Not our time, but like recorded, proof of time. Like in the 1800s, that's when we started coming out with steam cars and like a bunch of other like small like innovations.
Yeah.
And like electricity wasn't even a thing until then. And before that, was walk around with fucking candles and shit. Hey, who's that?
Shout out to Ken. Who's there?
Who's that?
Who goes there?
Name
Bro,
yourself.
tell me this. You don't think for flashlights, you don't think we've had flashlights before?
No.
Or just like, bro, come on. Like, there has to be some sort of like substance we found that's like luminescent. That means like to light, right? Like luminescent.
I
Like,
think so, yeah. It's a bright.
you know what I mean,
yeah.
at least.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
We're just gonna say that shit.
Yeah.
So you don't think there was some luminescent like substance to where you could fucking hold it and like channel that light? You don't think so?
Back when?
Whenever.
Nah. Cause look,
Yeah.
there gotta be that one person that thinks of that idea. If it doesn't even exist, how can he think of it? You feel me? Like for example,
Bro, you just take this and then look, this is how you think of it. Say you're in a cave, right?
yeah,
And you see some like luminescent shit. And then it's like you see it being channeled. That's how the idea is already like, it's not even just the idea. It's just like exist.
yeah.
And then you see it and then you're like, oh, well, let's try it. Like,
I see what you're saying.
I think,
I just
if anything, I think flashlights probably exist.
flashlights. That's
Yeah.
when they were walking around with candles, bro.
I mean, I'm not
Torches.
saying it was widespread. You know what I mean?
What? Okay. What else do you think? Do you know another way that you can build a flashlight without using battery or anything? Just off the top of your head.
It's off the top of my head. I don't know anything that stores light.
The only thing I could come up with that your theory, the luminescent, it's like basically have a candle, right, and then mirrors off of it,
Yeah.
basically bouncing off in one direction, would be the closest thing to
See
a flashlight.
candles?
Yeah, because
I don't know. It would have to be like a substance, like
crystal, something glowing.
okay.
crystal,
Think
something.
about fish.
Yeah.
So like, fish like deep down, deep down in the ocean, they're
Glows.
luminescent. Like
yeah.
they glow.
Yeah.
So it's like, what if you got like hold of that? I know we can't go that deep.
Yeah.
But like, just say the substance exists somewhere on Earth.
Yeah. I see what you're saying, but you think they found it back then to where?
Is there any animals like on the surface that glow like that?
Glow like that surface? Glow like that.
I don't think so.
Yeah, the you know that lightning bugs?
Lightning bugs.
Lightning bugs.
Boom. Flashlight.
You think that's enough power?
Boom. Hella lightning bugs.
You crush it up into the little glow thing.
You don't even crush it. You just keep them like in like a jar or something. That's a flashlight.
Candle's better than that.
A candle's better, but it's still a flashlight.
It's not.
Boom. Let's go.
Basically, get the chemical compound of the lightning bug, whatever.
You don't even need the chemical compound.
No, 'cause, like,
you just need a bunch of lightning bugs.
No, because have you ever like accidentally stepped on one of them? It smears at the glowness. It just stays glow.
Really?
Yeah, it stays smeared. So like, what if you can just get a bunch of them? Sounds cool as fuck. But crush them, make it to like fucking glowy thing, and then
channel it somehow.
Channel it somehow.
Maybe like you said, like a mirror or something.
Yeah,
or glass.
mirror. Yeah, bro.
Boom. Flashlight. You see what I'm saying?
Smart, bro.
Shit like that, bro.
I think it is doable. You just gotta have creative mindset of how you wanna see.
They off the mushrooms. They start thinking of that shit.
I heard on Joe Rogan's podcast where he said it was a funny shit. He's like, man, I think apes ate mushrooms and got smarter.
That's called the stoned ape theory.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Then that would make sense. Cause like when you take mushrooms, you hallucinate and then you see certain things that's not there.
Yeah.
And then once you like go back to your normal state of mind, you remember that. So you're like, well, how can we recreate that? Whatever you saw. Yeah. That's possible. That honestly could be it.
That's what I'm saying. Like we could have been had technology.
Bro, I don't think it was aliens. I think it was a mushroom that jump started then.
I would. That's definitely way more likely of a theory.
Yeah.
Because I think like philosophers used to dive into psychedelics and shit.
Really? Oh shit.
I'm pretty sure they used to have like groups for that shit.
Oh shit, yeah. That could be one way to actually jumpstart Earth or human race, whatever.
I don't know. Since we're talking about aliens though, we can dive into some abduction. See what we think about that. We got some abduction shit.
Have you ever seen an alien in your life?
Have I ever seen an alien?
Yeah, or anything that's strange?
No.
No?
I would definitely go alien hunting though.
That would be kind of cool, but
I feel
what
like
would you
it would be
start
a
off?
waste of time.
Where would you start off? That's the thing.
The most common places for like alien abductions, but it's probably also like where the cartel is.
Yeah.
And shit like that, so you're gonna be like strapped up.
You get alien abducted or you get abducted by cartel. you gotta pick and choose.
Somebody get me mad. We laughed at that. Yeah. We're looking into this
England,
reptilian shit.
2008. In the middle of the night, 20-year-old Charmaine de Rosario Sage is sleeping in bed when she awakens to a frightening sight. A reptilian humanoid staring down at her.
I woke up. A reptilian came into the room. We went to an underground cave. There was a group of reptilians there, and they stood around me in a circle. Each one of them put one hand on my body, and I slowly changed. And it was the most amazing, but also sort of bizarre situation to look down at your body and see it morph from your human form into a reptilian form. To see the skin shift from being smooth into scales. And to find that I had a tail.
Could Charmaine's incredible story be true? Was she really transformed into a reptilian human hybrid? Charmaine claims she learned from her abductors that all humans today are byproducts of alien genetic manipulation. Some more than others.
At certain points in our history...
Okay. What do you think about what they just said?
All right. That's weird as fuck. Oh, that's weird. Cause look, if that's the case, going off this theory, and then the humans are just a byproduct of their basic science experiment. there's some motherfuckers that, you know, weird motherfuckers out here that might be actually lizards. Think about it.
I don't believe it. I don't buy it.
And I don't buy it either. I said going based off of this theory. That's what I started with. I don't believe this. This is me. I feel like I think she was hallucinating, man. Cause like she said she woke up from her bed and she saw this. I think she was hallucinating. I think, you know, cause that's just hallucination. Cause like when she said she woke up and saw a lizard, that's just because like I remember. I'm not sure. I had a sleep paralysis once where I couldn't.
You saw a lizard?
I didn't see a lizard, but I was just, you know, I couldn't move. I think that's what happened to her. Her brain was playing a trick on her, where she just had this, you know, basically sometimes your brain plays a scenario to comfort you know, if some certain situations is going on. So if she had a sleep paralysis, she probably saw all this shit going on, her imagination happened.
What happened when you had sleep paralysis?
My shit, I just couldn't move my body. I just like couldn't move my neck, nothing. I just looked up, and only movement I had was my eyes. Which I could move my eyes and close it and open it. And just,
were you scared?
It was weird as fuck. It was like weird as like I was just like, what the fuck? Like, yeah. It was weird. That shit weird. It felt like I could breathe normal. Everything was normal, but I just couldn't move it. So like, paralyzed. I think that's what it was.
Onward.
Not manipulated all of humanity, but certain groups.
The reason and agenda
Certain
for
races?
alien intelligences to be on this planet manipulating humans and animals is because
what is that mouth? She's
there
a
are
reptilian.
wars
go back. You gotta go back.
between different types of intelligences about territory, and that those territorial.
Bruh, pause. She's talking. She literally. Okay, she's a whistleblower, bro, for the reptilians. Bro, she's trying to warn us.
Linda Howie, bro.
You okay? Thank you. You're trying to, you know, give us information. Look at her nails too, bro.
She does look very strange.
Look at her nose. Little, very reptilian looking nose.
She does not look like a normal human being.
No, she does not.
Her mouth is very wide.
Her fucking.
She might be able to turn it to what do you think I was gonna say? Suck it off. Look at that mouth, bro.
Hey, stick your tongue out. Let's see how long your tongue is. Is it like a long, like a snake tongue, or the normal human tongue?
And animals is because there are wars out there between different types of intelligences about territory, and that those territorial wars involve populations of created and manipulated life.
If reptilian extraterrestrials have inhabited Earth for thousands of years, are they content to continue hiding out underground? Or is the day fast approaching where they will step out of the shadows and announce their presence once again?
The Christians are waiting for the return of Jesus. The Jews are waiting for the return of the Messiah. The Islamic community is waiting for the return of Muhammad. The idea of this return did not originate with any of those religious figures, but it in fact originated with the promise by extraterrestrials that they would return in the future.
Tradition tells us that the army of the Messiah is not to come from heaven, but is to arise from inner earth, and therefore dominate the surface world.
Dominate the surface world.
We are now at this special turning point in our history and the timeline of planet Earth, where the reptilians and the other extraterrestrials will announce themselves.
Do they get mad when I shoot a lizard, a reptile?
Do you shoot a lizard or reptile?
No, I'm just saying if I did.
I guess there's only one way to find out.
Cause have you seen Men in Black?
No.
No,
what happened?
So I think it was the first video where the giant cockroach-looking feature, right? Mm-hmm. And then this one person steps on cockroaches. I don't know exact scenario. It was a long time ago I seen it. Mm-hmm. He steps on these cockroaches, and this big-ass creature gets mad they're stepping on cockroaches.
Yeah.
So I'm like, is this how these
reptiles... Is he like a cockroach guy?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, this is how reptilians are gonna be. Look. If that's the case of going off this theory, if these reptilians, right, gonna come back, basically do whatever the fuck the humans, bro, we gotta be prepared.
Dude, how come reptiles are always linked with like shape-shifting? Like, if it's like think Mortal Kombat, there's a character reptile in there. I think it can like shape-shift.
Chameleons.
Oh.
Chameleons can shape-shift, but not shape-shift, but change the color shift, which is weird. Bro, because our government already said there's extraterrestrial life.
I don't know. I don't know about the reptilian thing.
I don't know about the reptilian either. I don't. Because look.
Jesus. Arnold. What's up, baby?
Take me on dinner. No, for real. Look, I feel like if there's extraterrestrials out there, I feel like they're going to look highly more like us.
Like shapeshift type thing, or just be like?
I think it's more of a humanoid kind of.
Humanoid.
Like it's like it's not really a human, but it's not really a human, but something like it's weird. I don't know. Yeah. But because like it doesn't make sense if they came. It might be a shapeshifter. That's the only logical reason. Not logical, but hypothetical reason, whatever.
Yeah.
But because if they come to Earth, we humans will freak the fuck out.
Right.
No matter what. Like, if you don't look like one of us, we'll freak out. They instantly probably end up shooting you or taking you captivity.
They would definitely. It would be like, I feel like a government would just like take you captive or try to, if they don't know about it already.
Yeah, exactly. So they're probably in the fucking government already by shape-shifting. Like, you never know, because like you said, it might be a part of us already. That is true.
What are the final thoughts? You think aliens exist? Whatever.
Final thoughts on that. I think aliens do exist, but
have they come to Earth, you think?
Have they contacted us, basically saying? I think they came just to fucking see what's going on, how everything is. Cause I feel like they did visit before, but I don't think they helped like how these people claiming they help. I just think they're just watching. See what we do. It's like when you go to a zoo, you look at what the animals are doing. Yeah. I think that's what they're basically doing to us.
I don't know. I don't know if they can, because like the government can only hide so much shit, bro.
Yeah.
Before like
even a soldier's gonna leak shit.
At the end of the day, it's humans. Humans are in this thing, and like I feel as though if something was that pressing of an issue and someone knew about it, I don't know, maybe they would like kill their family or some shit like that. Like they're like, if you tell, like it's over for you.
Yeah, basically if you want to end it, it's too late.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like we haven't been contacted. At least, I don't think there's enough evidence to say we have. So. Yeah.
I also think it's just but I think it's they visited. They didn't contact us. They just came, see, and left. I think that's all they're doing. I think it's just like when you go to a different country, right? They have a travel advisor to show you everything around. I think there's an alien out there, civilization, said, "Hey, we can show you all the planets that you want to see." Someone was like, "Oh, we need to go see Earth."
Yeah. It's like, they took them to Earth.
Yeah, it's like, oh, that's what they do. That's what they, what they eat. That's how they dress. That's their society. Blah blah blah. And then, oh, this shit's boring, and they leave. That's about it.
I don't know.
That's a theory. That's my made up theory.
I don't know. What do you think about what they said with like the whole religion return of Messiah?
That is weird.
That's weird.
That one's weird, because all of them are saying that's gonna be a return. Because I'm like,
return of the Mac.
What are we waiting for? I don't know. We'll find out soon.
See what's popping.
I feel like we're gonna find out soon though.
Yeah. If you guys have any theories we should look into, thoughts on if aliens contacted us or not, let us know.
Yeah. Exactly. If you have any anything that you want us to watch, talk about,
make sure you like and sub to the video. Rate 5 stars. Fuck with the boys. We out.